Mitchell and welcome to today's video. I am so full of energy and so excited to be bringing you 3 looks today with the new Gemini palettes from Melt Cosmetics. I bought the Gemini palette when it first released from Melt. I have been loving it so much. Melt said they were bringing this palette back in the same formula, just new packaging, same shades, same formula, new upgraded packaging, and that they were also bringing back its sister, or not bringing back, creating its sister, Gemini 2. So this is going to be a pinky but grungy version of Gemini. So excited. When they announced these, I was like, you know what? My Gemini has been around with me. I have taken it traveling. It has been beat up. I have kept telling myself when Gemini comes back in stock, I'm going to buy another one because mine needs to be replaced. But Gemini hasn't been in stock in so long. So I was hyped when Melt said they're bringing it back and they're creating a sister for it. So today I'm going to be doing swatches of both of these palettes. I'm going to do a look with each palette and then I'm going to do a look combining them. So our third look will combine both palettes for an eye look, and I'm very excited. I love Melt Cosmetics. I want to know, are these palettes going to be amazing? I'm sure they are. Of course, like I said, I already have Gemini, so I really can't wait to create a look with it and then see how Gemini 2 compares. Is it as great as Gemini 1? I'm excited. I bought these from Melt the day they launched. Melt was having a promotion to where you could get both palettes for $80. The retail price of these is $58. So I thought that was an amazing deal. I know these palettes are now at SEPHORA, so I will link them down below for you so that you can check them out. But if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather. And I'm pretty sure I've been filming this whole intro with lipstick on my teeth, but that is okay because here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new eyeshadow palettes, even if we have lipstick on our teeth, we are here for it. If that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe because I upload lots of new videos every single week. Pretty sure this is going to be my 8th video this week. It's a lot. If you're looking for fun makeup content, if you're looking for lots of uploads, lots of new videos in your subscription feed, then you want to click that subscribe button. That's all I can say. But I do want to show you swatches and looks, so let's jump into it. First up, I'm going to show you swatches of these 2 beautiful palettes. I am loving the new packaging of Gemini. I love the upgrade. I think it's so beautiful, and Melt has said same formula. So I'm so happy because I love Gemini. I'm going to show you a close-up of this palette so that you can see how beautiful it is. I love the imprints of the roses in the pan. This is a mostly matte palette. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 mattes with 2 shimmery shades. Very beautiful. I will show you swatches of this as well so that you can see swatches on my arm. But of course, we're also going to apply this to the eyes so you'll be able to see the shadows in action, and I will give you a full review at the end of this video. But this is Gemini 1, and then we have Gemini 2, Gemini's sister. So this palette, of course, same beautiful packaging, different colors, and the inside is just as gorgeous. I will show you a close-up of this palette as well so you can see the imprints and everything, how beautiful it is before I dip my fingers in here. We do have beautiful rose detailing around the mirror. I love that we have Gemini and Melt Cosmetics printed there. The shade names are here. It just looks absolutely beautiful. This palette, it looks like we have 8 mattes again, but it looks like we have different formulas here. It looks like we have a shimmery shade and then a metallic shade. So I'm excited to try those. I will pop up swatches for y'all so that you can see swatches of this palette. I just really want to play with this color story, but I can't wait to create looks for y'all. We're going to do one eye Gemini 2. I am going to be doing the looks together because I want the looks to be cohesive but with different colors. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be priming my eyes with my Sigma eyeshadow base primer. This is the shade Ignite. I do have deep set eyes, as you can see. I do have oily skin, and I always use an eye primer. So I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to zoom y'all in and we will get started. Okay, we are primed and ready for shadow. And we're going to start first with Gemini 2. And it's hard to decide. It's so hard to decide what color I want to do, but I think I'm going to go in with Sweetheart first. And I'm picking this up on a melt brush. This brush was a part of the Beetlejuice collection. And I'm just going to go in right here. We're going to do kind of like two-toned crease right now. So I'm just putting that right there. Yep, performing like the good melt quality I expect. Pigmented, blendable, easy to apply. Alright, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. You can see I'm just taking it to about right here. Not worried about taking it all the way out right now. Just like this, back and forth. Beautiful. All right, now for over here, I want to go into Fire OG. It's been a while since I've played with my Gemini palette. It's been a long while. So I'm just going to tap out any creases, and we're going to put this in the same exact spot like this. And I'm just going to kind of buff and blend, bringing it up and around like this. Oh, that's such a beautiful grungy olive shade. I love it. And you can see that's one shade, but doesn't it look like I have more than one shade on my eyes because of how you can kind of blend and sheer it out? That's something I've always loved about Gemini, is how like the mattes are just able to build for so much depth and then able to be blended. Okay, now back to Gemini 2, going in with my R103. We are going to go in with what shade right here? Let's go in with Lovesick. This is gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I'm gonna put that right here. So I'm just packing, and then I'm gonna blend back and forth, small circles, just like this. And then back into original Gemini, I'm gonna go into Leo, this shade right here. And we're gonna put that in this outer portion of the eye, same placement that we did over here. Just back and forth with the blending. And this also is a What's Up Beauty R103. Just using that to buff in and blend around. Okay, I'm going in with this melt brush, and we're going to go into Ladylike. This light pink. It's not the lightest pink though, just a little bit. And I'm going to use this to buff and blend right up here. So I'm going to blend along the shadow just like this. See how that just kind of softened and blended everything? Now for over here, I'm going to go into Mochi with a big melt brush, and we're going to do the same thing. Just softly buff and blend. So we have 3 shades each on our eyes now, and I'm loving the way the blend is looking. I love a two-toned eye. I think it's just so fun. Not a two-toned eye, a 2 different color, like 2 different colors? Yeah, 2 different colors on the eyes. I love it. I think it's so, so fun. Now I'm going to take this R106 from What's Up Beauty, and I want to go into Mathio, and I'm picking that up. I'm going to coat the brush really well, and I'm going to spray my brush. You don't have to. I like to spray my brush though. It's going to help me minimize fallout, all of the good things. Now this shade is really, really beautiful. It can be pulled in with those more kind of earthy, neutral, leaning olive shades. But I thought it would be pretty too up against these shades. It would be pretty all over the lid, but I want to use a good bit of shadow from this palette so I can really make sure that it's that same melt formula that I love. And then over here we're going to use golds. This pretty color right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray my brush and we're going to put it in the same spot but over here. So I'm pressing this off. I will say this formula is a bit more sparkle heavy in my opinion. So I am getting just a little bit of fallout, but it's fine. I powdered my face, so I'm going to be able to wipe that away really easy. It's not something I am concerned about at all. So I'm just popping that right there. Alright, now we're hopping back over to Gemini 2, and I'm going to pick up Schmood on this melt brush. Again, I'm going to spray my brush. This color, I'm just going to buff right here. So you can see this is beautiful. It kind of fits with the pink, red, rosy tones, and I'm going to buff and blend and kind of fade these shades into one another. Over here, I'm once again taking a melt brush and we're going to go into Gemini right here. Just going to pick this up, and again, this is going to be a more sparkle heavy formula than the one in Gemini 2. So I'm going to put that right here. I mean, I think you can see clearly how sparkly that is. Really, really beautiful. Now for the lower lash line, I want to go into LX Queen. I'm picking this up on a small melt brush, and I'm just going to push this in to the lower lash line. Since this is such a deep color, I'm just going in a little bit at a time, so I'll just keep dipping my brush in and I'll work it out like that. I'm also taking that same color and I'm going to just pack it right here and then lightly blend to give even more depth to this outer corner. For Gemini 1, I'm going into Bonnie, which is the matte black in the palette, and I'm going to use this in the same placement. So it's going in the lower lash line, just back and forth, just dip into the pan, blend, and then pick up more if needed, because this is a pigmented shadow for sure. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that black right here in the outer corner to deepen up right out here, just like we did on the other eye. Just kind of buffing and blending. Alright, I'm going to grab a Blend Bunny B2 brush and we're going to go into Bella. Bella is going to be our inner corner shade for this eye, so I want to keep it bright right there. Matte inner corner. I also think if you wanted to use like a shimmery blush, like if you're wearing a glowy blush or highlight, whatever matches your face would be really pretty on the inner corner as well. But we want to use as many shades in here as possible. So for this inner corner, I'm going to go in with Luna, and I'm using a BK Beauty brush. This is just going to be a matte inner corner shade, just like that. Alright, here are the looks. This is what they look like. I am going to throw on liner and lashes, but before I do all that, here are the two looks. I will be right back. Okay, y'all, these are the finished looks. I really like both looks. I think they're so beautiful. I feel like the shades were so easy to blend together. I thought it all went on effortlessly. I told y'all I'm hyped today. I'm gonna misspeak a lot, I'm sure, but I like these looks so much. I just had a great experience working with these shadows. Gemini is everything I remembered and expected it to be. Gemini 2 looking beautiful as well. Let me tell you what else is on my face. I did just add some black eyeliner. I used my Made by Mitchell liner in the waterline and my HINDASH liner on the upper lash line. I put on some House of Lashes Iconic Light lashes. But let me tell you kind of what all is on my face. I started off with the POREFESSIONAL Light primer from Benefit. This was part of my most recent Sephora haul. I used my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I've been loving that one. I used my KVD Good Apple Concealer. I've been loving that as well. I also color corrected a little bit with my Spectrum Color Correcting Duo Medium Dark from Sigma. My bronzer is my One Size Trio. I've been loving that. For lips, I'm wearing this Bridgerton Pat McGrath exclusive set to Selfridges. I bought this from the site, so I'm wearing Cosmic Vibes lip pencil, and this lip color is called Divine Indiscretion 483. That's what I have on my lips. And then blush, I'm wearing my Melt Monarca blush palette. I have on this kind of orange shade down here as blush, and then I just used this shade right here, Felice, as kind of a blush topper. So that is everything that I have on the rest of my face. I just really love these eye looks. The shadows blended so easily. I think for look number 3, we're going to mix both the palettes, but I think we're going to do something a little less colorful, maybe something a little more on the neutral side, since both of these palettes have neutral colors, and we did like color here, like we have these pinky red tones here and we have greens here. Why not for look 3 we'll do something kind of neutral? But I'm excited to be wearing these looks today. I'm loving the way these came together. My first impression of the shadows is really good. So there we have it. Let's jump into look number 3. Hello again. Eyes are primed, and we are going to mix both of the palettes today. I think we are going to do something neutral-esque, maybe? I don't know. Something neutrally is kind of what I'm thinking. But listen, if it turns a little colorful, what can I say? Let's go in with Lorelei and a little bit of Polka Dot. Both of these shades mixed together. I'm picking this up on a melt brush, and I'm going to put this above the crease. See? Eyes completely open above the crease. I'm not worried about the socket. I want this above it. Ooh, those neutrals blend out so easily. They're so pretty. Good grief. I mean, it's what I expect from Gemini, but every time I use it, I'm like, so beautiful. Okay, I'm grabbing this Sigma brush. This is a dual-ended brush that comes in their new mod palette, but it's the E38 this end, and I want to go into Boy Mum. I like that name. I'm just gonna tap in there, and I'm gonna put this shade out here, and I'm also going to put it in here, but we're gonna leave the center blank. So I'm just gonna blend it here, and I'm gonna blend it out here. If it comes in the center, that's fine too, but we're gonna cover it up, so I'm not gonna waste time like blending all in there, you know? And I actually kind of want to bring this shade around here too, like on the inner corner, because I want this to be dramatic and bold, so it can come all the way in here. And I'm just going to kind of pull this out. So you can see my eye ends here, and I'm bringing the shadow out here as well. Because again, I want this to be dramatic for sure. Look how perfectly that shade is blending. Like, it's not giving me any problems at all. Working with a dark shade like this though, I like to pick a little bit up on my brush and tap it on to the eye. Go back with my brush, tap it on, like just working in little increments rather than really loading up my brush heavy. I like kind of going back and forth into the pan. Okay, I'm taking the exact same shade on the other side of the dual-ended brush, and it's going to wrap around like this. So the color is really coming up like this, almost like a horseshoe shape on my eye, something like that. Okay, I've got another one of these Sigma brushes. Same brush, this one's just from the Cinderella palette, and I'm going to go into Almond Eyes. This olivey tone that's a little more like deep and neutral leaning than the shades in Gemini, and I'm gonna buff along the edges with this. So I'm just picking up a tiny bit of shadow and I'm lightly blending out here with this shade to just give it a touch of something else. And I'm even gonna do it in through here because this is all about the drama today. This is a bold eye look. I know you're thinking like, Heather, we can see, we know it's bold, but I just want to keep like blending and kind of layering these. Now I want to go in with, which one? I can't pick. I think I want to go into Smooth though. This is beautiful. I am going to spray my brush. I'm just using the other end of that Sigma Cinderella brush. Now this is going to go in that negative space that we left. So I'm going to let it be a little wider down here close to the lash line. And then it's going to get a little more narrow as we go up. Not quite a triangle, but it's going to go just like this. So wide and then smaller here. And I'm blending this up above my crease. You can see even when my eyes open, I'm able to drag that shade right there. And I'm going to do the same thing right under here. I'm just putting this shade right on top. Wow, those shades look so beautiful together. I like that so much. So much. Oh, these palettes are performing so well. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and then I'm just going to go in with black eyeliner. I'm going to go in with lashes, and I will come back and we'll talk about these palettes. Alright y'all, here is my last look, the finished look. I love it. It's dark and dramatic. I feel so sultry, and I'm here for it. I love this look, but I used all the same makeup that I wore in the first two looks. I just kind of changed up the blush, which you can probably tell. I used the darkest blush here, this one, and then I kind of topped it with Vita. So instead of doing these two, I went with these two. I used all the same face makeup, but I did forget that I didn't use the same blush shade. So I wanted to tell you that. And I'm wearing the House of Lashes Iconic Light Lashes again. Now, I am super duper happy with my purchase. I'm so glad I bought these. I'm so happy they're available at Sephora now. That's so convenient. So nice. And I did get these on a discount. Like I said, these are $58 a piece, and I got them for $40 a piece, which is a great deal. But I would have bought these even if they were full price, and I'm very happy with my purchase. Gemini, the exact same Gemini as I know and love, so I won't spend too much time on that because I've already talked so much on my channel about loving the original Gemini. I do have an entire melt playlist if you want to check it out. Definitely do, so you can see my opinion on other melt products. But this beauty right here, love. I know we're seeing like a lot of like mauve-y pinky palettes coming out, but I don't think that is this. This, you get these more grungy greens. You do have a couple of pinky shades, but then you get this more like red type shade. I love it. I feel like this is the grunge version of the mauve tones that we're seeing, because this really isn't mauve. It's more like pink red deeps. I'm into it. I'm so happy with my purchase. I'm not going to tell you which one I like more because I don't know. I love them both. I love all three looks. I had a great time blending. Very pigmented, very buildable, very blendable. Everything I like about eyeshadows, these palettes are. But of course I'll continue to use them and I'll follow up. I always follow up reviews in a few weeks with these, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you again for watching. I hope you're having a super awesome, amazing, fantastic, wonderful, beyond perfect day, and I will see you tomorrow in another video. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm pretty sure this is video 8 for this week. So lots of things coming this next week. Thank you again for watching. Bye.